Bonnie, 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 look, look, look. It's okay. Hi everybody, this is Bonnie. And she's a big scaredy cat. So whenever we have 2 dogs at one house, you always do the scared one first. Because you don't want the scared one sitting inside for an hour and a half, trembling and listening to the other dog getting groomed. So whenever you have a house with 2 dogs, you always ask the client first, which one is the sookiest of the 2? And that would be Bonnie. And she is a 7-year-old Groodle, and she is a giant furry friend. So with Bonnie today, she's having the hygiene tidy up. We'll brush out any knots, tidy up her ears, her tail, and then we'll do face, feet, bum, stomach, trim the nails, tidy up the face and the eyes and stuff. For the giant ones, you always have to leave extra time for drying and grooming and stuff. These giant ones take me just over an hour each, so they're not too long today. They had a haircut last month, so she's in great form. I know, baby, I know. Bonnie's on a very specific diet. I've been told by the owners I'm not allowed to give them treats, only specific treats that they give me. So it's another idea to ask the client, especially if it's a new client, is your dog allergic to anything? Is there anything I'm not allowed to give your dog? Would you like me to give dog the treats that you have in your own house? Because you don't want the dog going back sick and vomiting and all that type of stuff. So she's on a very strict diet. She's amazing, but when I turn up, she gets so excited and anxious. Make sure you do the anxious one first. Ruby, her sister, is inside watching us right now, and she's happy to wait. Whereas Bonnie would be sitting inside, trembling in her bed with the anxiety of it all. So make sure you do the anxious one first. Get it out the way so she's not stressing out too much. She got no dreadlocks or anything. We're just doing a quick light brush just to separate the hair and make sure it doesn't clump up and get wet knots. I know, I gotcha. You want to sit down now? Okay, up please. Oh, easy. Turn, 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 turn. There you go. A lot of groomers don't have the same issue I have of having the table hard pressed against the wall. You can walk to either side of the table. In my truck, I can actually unlock the table and move it into the middle of the ground to do that. But Bonnie's quite happy to move around for me. So I just do one side at a time. Her ears are a little bit knotty. Just gotta separate all this hair before you get it wet. I'm just gonna check the ear canal here. Pull out any hairs that are growing inside the ear canal. We don't pluck hairs on the ears anymore. We just trim them. Can I have another go? Thank you. Looks like she's been trying to get this knot out of her ear and she's scratched her own ear. We're okay. I just want to clear the hair from the bridge of the nose, opening the eyes up. Get rid of all the hair in the tear ducts there, where all the wax gets stuck. These dogs landed in an amazing home, beachfront property. They get super duper looked after. Amazing diets, and mum and dad clean them up in between sessions, which is great. And we'll just turn her around and do the bum and the vulva, and then get her in the bath. I'm not going to do the feet until after the bath. We don't want to destroy our scissors. I gotcha. Can you do one more? Is it okay? Yeah? Okay. Up we go. It's not too bad back here. Just want to clear off some of the hair that hangs around the bum and gets all smelly and dirty. Just tidy up all the hair around there so she doesn't get little dangleberries. And And you lift this up, hold the tail, and just clean around the vulva so she doesn't wee on herself and get all smelly down there as well. And we always shave the belly too in between haircuts just so they can cool themselves down in the nice tiles. You ready? Oh, I got you, Buggy. It's okay. She is a big giant, so she doesn't weigh much, which is great. I've got Labradors that weigh a lot more than her, but she's actually really big. So with dogs that live right near the beach or on the seafront, they get pretty salty and a lot of sand in their feet and in their coat and stuff, so definitely don't do any scissor work on their feet until you give them a good scrubbing. Get rid of all that sand. Sand really blunts your scissors. Some of our scissors are worth hundreds of dollars, so I've made that mistake a few times. Oh, it's good, Bobby. This is why we do Bonnie first. You can see her in the bath, panting and trembling. There's nothing I'm doing wrong. It's just she's just anxious. Doesn't like to blow dry too much either, so we tend to take it easy on her and just blow dry up to the shoulders sometimes, depending on how she is on the day. These rubber mitts are really good with the little teeth on them. It really helps loosen up any sand and dirt that's kind of cemented into the skin and coat. Helps loosen it all up. You want to make sure you wash in between those pads. Get all the sand out before you get your scissors in there. Alright, you ready? Lift up. Just go under the neck here. Let that really just like sit in there and massage. See, she's not fighting it or trying to jump out or stressing out too much. She's just a little bit anxious, that's all. We can still hear her sister in the background, Ruby. They're waiting for her turn next. Ruby loves it in here. Bonnie, not so much. Sorry, Robbie, but I've got to get around your mouth where all the food gets stuck. Oh, nice and clean. Now, get some nice fresh warm water in here to help her rinse off. Even if you think you know your temperatures on the water, always get it double check. To leave in conditioner spray on them at the end after the soap washes all the dirt off. Put a little conditioner on top. Make the hair all nice and soft and come up extra floofy. Ready? To wash the face, I normally put my thumb here to let the dogs know I'm not going to go past that point. Once they realise that, they don't move around as much. Just cover the nostril of their face, kind of gives you a line to go off and lets them know that you're not going to stick a warm water hose up their nose. And just try and wring out as much as possible. She's a giant, she holds a lot of hair, a lot of water, I mean. But she's been great. She's never thrown a wobbly or had a tantrum or anything. She's a super lucky dog. She's found an amazing mum and dad at Guardian. She's landed in a really, really lucky house. A lot of people do their blow drying in the bathtub itself. I personally don't like it because with the stainless steel bathtub and an enclosed small space like this, when you put the blow dryer in here, it amplifies the noise of the blow dryer. And they've already just gone through a wash, so they're really hanging to get out as it is. I know it puts water on your table and stuff, but if you lay the towel down, it's much calmer for the dog than to blow dry them in here. It's too loud. Even with the happy hoodie, it's not enough. So on the table we go, let them drip dry as much as you can. Just put the towel on top, get yourself dry. And then I just finish off with laying the towel on the table. And let them dry their feet on that. And then any water you blow dry off them will just land on your towel. And then we grab another fresh towel to do as much of the face and ears as possible before having to put a blow dryer there in her face. She's not the greatest fan of the blow dryer. I think that's what half the anxiety is about. I personally take the hair on the feet pretty short. A lot of groomers leave the hair touching the floor when they finish a groom. By the time they come back next month, the foot is just too long, full of all the birds and bindies they get at the park and stuff like that. So you got the big nail cutters today. We just lift the foot back like a horse, like you're changing a horse hoof. Sometimes it's good to just give them a little tap on the foot to let them know that this is the foot you want. And you just put your foot on, finger under there, pull their foot back like you're changing a horse hoof. Use your finger to push up the nail you're cutting. Normally you can cut in line with the pad, but you want to just put it in the sunlight, see where you can cut, and done. Always leave yourself a little bit of a gap. Don't be a hero. Try and go right to the wick. It's not worth it. There you go. See? You're so brave today. Yeah, that's all your nails. Ready this one? Good girl. If you are struggling with cutting the nails and they're too dark, you can get a torch and put it on this side of the nail. It'll show you where the wick is on the inside. Sometimes it's good to have a head torch when you need to get under a dog. There are some dogs big enough that you can lay under. So if you just hold the nail like that, put it like that against the nail, you'll see the wick through it. That helps me a lot with the dogs with the black nails. That's a little trick there. Don't try and cut the black nails if you don't know what you're doing. Definitely go to a professional. Back ones don't tend to need as much as the front. It's 70-30 with weight. So they put most of their weight on their legs. And the big dogs tend to have the body weight to grind their nails down. The little dogs are so light that they need a lot more nail care than the big ones. The big ones that are pushing 30 kilos tend to grind their own nails down, and you just have to deal with the dew core on the inside. And put a happy hoodie on. There you go. Put it up a little bit, get her ready for the blow dry. You're gonna be alright. Good girl, Bonnie. Another tip is to always keep one hand on the dog that you're blow drying, just to reassure them. Right now, I've got my arm over her, and I'm just letting her know that I'm not going to be blow drying her face. Okay? Okay? Okay. You go around the front a little bit. You're doing good. Keep patting them, let them know that they're alright, everything's going to be fine. Almost finished, Bobby. Almost done. Takes a long time to blow dry these giants. Just a wash and tidy up. I put an hour and 15 minutes in for each one. Sometimes an hour and a half, depending when they had their last haircut. Take the happy hoodie off, let her know that we're going to start doing around here now. Let her stay comfortable and turn back to see her house so she can have a break for a little bit. Let's turn that down both sides. You're alright? Catch your breath. Just work on your feet for a little bit, alright? It's alright. Now I've taken the happy hoodie off, but I haven't gone straight for her face with the blow dryer. She knows it's coming, just give her some time. She's not tied up or anything. When they're anxious, they tend to want to face their house, point towards their safety zone. So always let them do that. Now you want to just grab the ear and take a little pinch of the cheek there, pulling it all up, keeping it closed. And that kind of lets them know that you're not going to go past that point as well. They tend to like it around the neck where their collar normally sits. Gives them a good little itch and loosens up the hair. Now I'm just doing the groomer's hold, keep her head steady. I'm not holding down, she's actually pushing down into my hand. And that'll just reassure her and make sure that she doesn't move her head too fast and cop the blow dryer in the ear canal. Now we start on the big floppy ears. Hold the ear out towards your body, put the blow dryer towards your body, and go away from the ear hole, canal, whatever you want to call it. Alright. It's also good to brush the ears out, separating the hair, helps them dry faster. Just give the hair a light brush while it's wet, just to help separate it. And you'll see what I mean when I do the blow dryer now. It separates the hair into a finer clump, allowing it to dry faster, less stress on the dog. The main stress is a high-pitched noise. They don't like high-pitched noises, vacuum cleaners, lawnmowers, all that type of stuff, dirt bikes, all of it. It's of a high pitch that obviously sets them off. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're just gonna, again, cover the nostril with your thumb, blow dryer this way away from the ear, and you just go like that. That stops any air going into their nose as well as their ear. And then to do this part, you cover the ear with your hand, pull back a little bit, and you want the blow dryer this way. Straight down, nowhere near the ear. They know that your hand's covering their ear. And that'll do. Doing so good. You ready? I'm going to flip over, we'll do the inside here. Again, cover the ear hole. And you start at the tip, and you're drying the inside of the ear now. Always away from the ear hole. Don't move your left hand. Over the years, the dog will know and trust that you're not going to move that hand and put the blow dryer in their ear hole. That's it. You got it. We're on the last one. Again, cover the ear, cover the nostril. You don't really need to push down, but just cover the nostril and then go this direction, away from the ear, up to the mouth. And up. Now I just take the tip of the blow dryer off like that, put it full blast, and that'll just get some really hot air on there and make it extra fluffy and make sure everything's super dry. You don't want to take a dog back to its owner with wet patches, and they'll just smell like a wet dog the next day. So again, drying just as important as the wash. If you use the same commands every time you groom them and stuff like that, they tend to learn your commands. So try and use the same commands every time for, doing what you got to do. Always make your commands 2 syllables, like that's no, or turn around, or don't make them one-worded. They only go off by the sound it makes. They don't know your language. Good girl. Lots of praises. Let them know they did good. It's all finished, but we've still got a fair bit of brushing and trimming to do now after the bath. Now her ear's not fully dry, and the owner knows about it. Every month I tell them, we've tried. We don't want to push her too far. It's a nice 24-degree day today in winter here in Sydney. So She'll dry off really quick out there. Strange winter we've had. Not much rain at all, actually. Shouldn't need too much brushing with this length of hair. You just want to separate the hair, make it extra fluffy, make sure it doesn't dry clumped up. If you've got a long-haired dog and they get wet in the rain or on a puddle or whatever, you have to brush them. You can't let the hair dry all wet and clumped up because it's just going to turn into a wet dreadlock. So even if they're not having a groom, you should have a brush at home or in your dog's little travel bag or whatever you've got for your dog. Make sure you brush them out as much as you can so we don't have to shave them short like little chickens every spring. This customer's got a lot of tiles in their house, so foot maintenance is very important. I've just had 3 of my customers slip their ACL through winter. Their feet go really dry through all the cold and dusty nights on the tiles and floorboards. The bottom of their feet goes grey, dry and slippery, holds no moisture, and they're literally ice skating all winter. Coming into spring, they run around the house and slip and blow their ACL. It's unbelievably common. Now that everyone's moved to floorboards and tiles, we've got other problems. Pawpaw ointment is very good for their pads. There are many different types of moisturising dog foot pad companies out there that you can get for your dog. Personally, I just use pawpaw ointment, a little chapstick thing. But there's many things to look into for that. Some groomers like to leave the hair all around the foot to touch the floor, give it a nice finished look. Be good for a competition, but not really good for everyday living. By the time you come back, their foot is just entirely covered in hair and they're just ice skating on their hair. So I try and take as much off their feet as I can so it lasts until I get back. I don't want them slipping and sliding on the floor. Different if you're doing competition stuff. Just want to double check and make sure none of this hair is going into her mouth. Just do a nice straight cross line across there just to make sure none of that hair enters her mouth and causes plaque build up on her teeth and stuff like that. That's how I prefer a face, with a short undercarried jawline, and then when the mouth closes, the hair should be flush with the bottom of the jaw, not allowing the hair to go in the mouth, wrap around the teeth and cause plaque build up. I think that's it for today. I might just trim her ears. I'll double check, make sure her ears are all nice and flush. That's it. Bonnie, sit please. She's excited because she knows we're finished, that's all. I know. Promise, you'll be out of here in a minute. Just double check these ears. Good girl. Just take that bottom lip little edge off, just to give it that fresh cut look. I don't want to take her ears any shorter. She's rocking them. They look great. Good girl. One more. You're doing good. Chin up. She'll be back inside sunbaking in no time. Just push the eyelash down, put your thumb on it, pull this hair up, take that back like that. Should make her eyelashes pop. Same on this side. Put your thumb on the eyelash, hold down, pull the hair out. There's not much eyelash there to hold down. That's it. Just take out that little corner bit. Try and get her eyelashes to pop out. She's a beautiful dog. Such a cutie. You happy? Oh, we've already sprayed. A couple more little splits. Smell fresh. Up. Give her a fresh bow tie today. You want to get down? Okay. Come. Oh, I got you. Oh, you ready? I got you. There you go. Slowly, slowly. There you go. You made it. Yay! She's all happy now. She's off the table. Got a nice bright red for Bonnie today, yes. Wait till you see the treat Mum got you today. You lucky girl. I'll leave the other one on because it's still in good nick. Some of my dogs have heaps of them on, like a Pandora bracelet type thing. Love the bow ties. You ready? Just for you. There you go. No, you just want out. Good girl. There you go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more.